Hello guys, welcome to this video tutorial. This is Sohail Abbasi from MeritPros. Let's get started.
Now let's proceed further, and now we'll switch on to the actual part. So the main agenda for today's class is Jenkins, Git Repository and GitHub, all these things together, how these things work together. This is one of the important points which we are going to cover, right? So now here, if you see on this part, the entire workflow has been explained here completely. I would like to explain these things in deep detail so that you guys can understand why is it important to have things like that in our machine, or to have these things like that, to have the things like this in our project. Let me do it. So now the first diagram says, right, for the integration, why do we need? Basically, this is my developer's computer, right, the first thing, and this is my development stage. I'm going to explain these things in a very common way, right? Again, this is one more developer. Let's say there are 3 developers working with me right now. So this is my programmer 1, programmer 2 and programmer 3. These are the 3 programmers, they are working, and this is nothing but my source control system, right? I'm gonna write source control system. Could be anyone. It could be VSS, it could be Git, it could be any other one, right? So this is my source control system. Now this programmer 1 is working in its local machine, right? For example, this programmer 1 worked on home page. I'm just giving you one example, right? Let's say they all are working upon one website called Facebook. In the Facebook, we have home page, we have login page, we have settings page. Let's say we have just 3 pages right now. Now, as a Scrum Master or as a team lead, I have provided multiple tasks to these people, and this programmer 2 is working on login page. Similarly, the third programmer is working on settings page. So these are the 3 people who are working on 3 different pages, right, on their local machine. In the end of the day, I need code for my Facebook application, right? This is just an example. I need all these 3 things to be worked together, right? I don't want only home page, I don't want only login page and only settings page. I don't want like this. The combination would be these 3 things should be at a single place, and these 3 things should work together. This is the basic requirement. Now, another point is, it's not only about having this login page and home page and settings page together. It is all about the security of my code, whatever the code I have written and these programmers have written for these 3 pages. Right now it is in their local machine. Now the code is not safe. What if their machine get crashed? What if there is data loss? Obviously we will be lost our code, right? So it is not a safe place. So what we need one platform. We need one platform where we can ensure the security of our code, where we can merge our code, and then entire code we can take in the form of a single build. Right guys? We need to ensure that, all right, whatever the code I'm writing, this code will be safe at one place. At the same time, if there are multiple people working on one project but on different modules, I want to club all of these modules together. I want a single project. So I need one platform where everyone can go, everyone can push their code, dump their code, and in the end, I will merge the code as a manager, as a technical team lead, or as a responsible person. And in the end, I will get a single build having all the modules, all the pieces of code working together, right? I need all these things together at a single platform. So this single platform is nothing but my source control system, which we are talking about right now, that is Git. So Git is a repository where this programmer P1 will commit the code, programmer P2 will commit the code, programmer P3 will commit the code in a single project. Let's say my project, and in the branch I have this master branch, for example, right now. So in the master branch they will commit the code, I will merge the code. So this master branch will be having the code having home page, login page and settings page. All these 3 pages will be here in the source control system Git repository inside my master branch. So this master branch will provide me a build which is having all this code working together, and my code is safe at this place. So now tomorrow if something happens here or in this machine, or if data losses happens, fine, no issues. My code is safe already in the cloud, and I can take this code at any point of time in any machine if I'm having the credentials for this particular repository. So this is first thing, why do we need Git in our system? Now, this is just a half part. Whatever the things I've explained so far, this is half part. The next half part is Jenkins. This is all about source control. This is all about version control, that is Git. Now let's talk about Jenkins. What Jenkins does basically. So from here, from this point of time, it returns the build. I told you already, right? This is the build I'm taking from here. Now I'm triggering this build, or in a normal language I can say I'm initializing this build, or I'm using this build or running this build, sending this build to my server. That is nothing but my CI server, continuous integration server. So this server is nothing but Jenkins. Now what Jenkins does? Here Jenkins will take it and will build this particular build, right? It will build it. It will run it from here. There is some mechanism available right in it. It will deploy the things. It will test the thing. After testing the things, if there is a problem, something, right, or if it is a pass or fail, it will provide the feedback to all these three people, to everyone, right? It's up to you. If you want to take it only up to the manager, only to the architect, only to the stakeholder, or all the people, it's up to you. But this is what we call feedback mechanism. So what my Jenkins does, my Jenkins is ensuring that whatever the code I have in my source control in my Git repository, it is executing my code, it is testing my code, and it is sending the feedback of the latest result this Jenkins have got from my code, right? So this is the feedback mechanism. Now version control system is to make sure that your code is safe. Version control system is to merge your code and provide you a single build, but alone it can't automate your code, alone it can't test your code, alone it can't execute your code, or it can't provide the functions which Jenkins can provide. That is the reason why we need Jenkins. So from the VSS, from the any other let's say Git or any other version control, we can take the updated code, right? And then we can send this code to the Jenkins part, and then Jenkins will definitely deploy it, build it, test it, and providing you the result. This is the whole cycle we have to take care of, right? Now let me go back to the slide once again. So the point what I was explaining here is this point. From the deployment phase, we are going ahead to this source control part, and then triggering after this my CI server, that is nothing but Jenkins. It is building my code, testing my code, and providing the feedback mechanism.
Thank you for watching this video. Hope the covered topics will help you in your career development and growth. See you in our next video.